What you can receive. Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council, and we are pleased to connect with all of you. We are listening to your requests and your prayers, and we want to assure all of you that we do everything that is in our power to help you. One thing we cannot do is purge your old beliefs from you, and we wish we could. We see many of you operating under assumptions such as the idea that you are destined to live a certain way. We also see you clinging to the ideas that you are meant to fulfill a contract, and there are times when we see you limiting yourselves by believing that something is blocking you, something that you can't quite put a finger on. We invite you to recognize how powerful you are, even if you have attempted previously to create something and manifest it in your reality. We urge you not to give up, but instead let yourselves receive more. Recognize that the creation part is done, and now you are in the fun part of manifestation. You get to receive it. So how do you go about receiving what you have already created? Well, for one thing, you have to set aside these beliefs. You need to deprogram yourself. Let go of any thought that is limited in nature. Don't allow what has been in your life to dictate what you allow into your life now. The two are not related. What you've been able to do previous to this moment has nothing to do with this moment, because now you are working with higher frequency energies. And now you are stepping into more of a role of a creator being than you were born to be. So our recommendation is let go of those old beliefs, ideas, and expectations, and let in all of your beautiful creations. We can help with the delivery, but you still have to answer the door. You still have to step up to the same vibration that you were in when you created those beautiful experiences and aspects of life that you want to have. Our perspective. We have a perspective on humanity that allows us to see who you really are, even when you are acting from your ego. Even when you are living your lives from a place of fear, we still are able to see who you really are. We never lose sight of the truth that you are source energy beings, comprised wholly of unconditional love. So when you are acting out in some way and you judge yourselves or others place judgment upon you, just know that there is another perspective. There are beings holding that space for you, that space that allows us to see you as you truly are. We are giving you this now because we want you to understand that you can always count on us. You can always come to us no matter what you have done, no matter what you have said or thought about doing. You can check in with your friends from Arcturus, and we will show you our perspective. Not all of you will be able to receive it, but some of you can and often do. We also encourage you to take our perspective when it comes to your fellow humans. If you can take that perspective that everyone is doing the best they can to be the embodiment of source energy in a physical body, then you can let go of some of your own judgment of other people. And that will free you. That will liberate you to hold a higher frequency as we do. We don't have any of those judgments or any of that guilt weighing us down. It is easy to shift your perspective. Just takes a willingness to make that your intention, and then you can vibrate in harmony with us, with our perspective, and in the process you can become more of who you are. You are going to know yourself as source energy beings at some point, and you don't have to earn that knowing. You just have to accept it. So why not start now while you still have physical bodies to enjoy? The power of non-action. We are beginning to understand humanity's motivation for doing things. We have noticed that you believe very strongly in taking action, and that many of the actions you take are done in an almost zombie-like state. We see you going through the motions most of the time, but not really engaging with the actions that you take. So most actions that we see you taking are meant to make you feel about something better about something, or just feel better, period. You take action not because you absolutely feel that you must, not because you are inspired and cannot hold yourselves back, but rather you take actions because you feel they are necessary. We want you to start acting less. We encourage you instead to see how long you can do nothing, because in doing nothing you are more likely to become aware of what you are feeling. Now, when you become aware of what you are feeling, you can do something about it. You can raise your vibration. There is a chance, of course, that for some of you doing nothing will lead to an inspired action. You will find yourself moving in a particular direction without even thinking about it. You will spring into action because something inside of you will be guiding you towards that particular action. We want you to realize that this is what you intended to do with the actions that you would take at this point in your journey. You intended to act from a place of joy or enthusiasm, a place of excitement. You don't need to prove yourselves through your actions. No one is keeping track of how much you've got done unless you are talking about someone you work for, or perhaps someone in your life that you are trying to impress. But it is really where you want your actions to come from. Or can you imagine a life where every action that you take is taken because you feel inspired to move in a certain direction? Take as much time as you need to receive that inspiration, and for as long as you can, sit and do nothing and just see what happens. We are the Arcturian Council. We have enjoyed connecting with you. End of Chapter 3.